Good evening. Police are questioning a man after a woman was found with serious knife wounds in Wolverhampton. They were called to a house in Whitmore Reens shortly after 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The woman is believed to be in her 30s. Officers arrested a 54-year-old man soon afterwards nearby. Detectives aren't looking for anyone else in connection with the incident. People in Sparkbrook in Birmingham say they're disgusted that a road through their neighbourhood hasn't been included in a new 20-mile-an-hour scheme, even though a pedestrian was killed there last year. Birmingham City Council announced a pilot scheme this month to reduce the speed limit to 20 miles an hour on many streets. Kyatt's Lake Road isn't one of them. The plans are open to public consultation, and the council says it'll consider views before it decides which roads will go down to 20.
I was very upset, disgusted. In other areas where they haven't had fatalities and they want to reduce the speed, and where we have had fatalities in Sparkbrook, in Kyatt's Lake Road, where this hasn't been implemented.
Coventry's been marking the day 100 years ago when public buses first started running in the city. Vintage buses from throughout the last century and this were brought to the Transport Museum, and people could take a trip on some of them.
We're here because it's 100 years since the first public bus ran on the 30th of March 1914, and we're celebrating 100 years today. There's people here literally from Cardiff, from Torquay. One driver's actually driven in from Torquay this morning just to drive one of the buses. Incredible response.
Right, time now for a look at this weekend's sporting action.
ITV Central Sports Report, sponsored by WeWantAnyCar.com, the Cash for Cars website.
West Bromwich Albion, Stoke and Birmingham were all in action yesterday, as Daryl Murphy reports.
West Brom boss Pepe Mel came desperately close to securing his first home win in a 6-goal relegation scrap at the Hawthorns. His side started well. Morgan Amalfitano spotted Cardiff keeper David Marshall straying too far from his line and made him pay. And after just 9 minutes, the Baggies were 2-0 up, Graham Dorrans slotting home. After Cardiff scored twice to draw level, Tavi Bafuma got what looked to be a 94th minute winner. Jubilation for the West Brom boss, but a few seconds later, with the last kick of the game, Mats Muller-Dali made it 3-3. Mel, who's only won once in the Premier League since taking over, could only smile in disbelief. No such relegation worries for Stoke though. They're on course for their best points tally since getting promoted to the top flight back in 2008. Peter Odemwingi's third goal in as many games against Hull gave the Potters their 10th league win of the season. Birmingham City have now gone 15 championship games without a home win. Lee Clark's side found themselves 4-0 down early on in the second half against promotion-chasing Bournemouth. Federico Makeda scored a second-half brace, but it was all too little, too late for Blues.
There'll be a full roundup of all this weekend's goal action, including Aston Villa's 4-1 defeat at Man United, in ITV News Central tomorrow at 6. One other bit of football news. Earlier this afternoon, Birmingham City ladies beat Arsenal ladies 2-0, 3-0 on aggregate to go through to the semi-final of the Women's Champions League. And the win means Birmingham will play Swedish side Tyresö FF next month. Rugby and Worcester Warriors have secured their first win of the Aviva Premiership season, beating Newcastle Falcons 17-12. The match looked to be heading for a draw until Josh Draminu scored a late try to give Warriors their first win on the road since New Year's Day 2012. Right, let's take a wee look at the weather. Here's Amanda Houston with the forecast.
A short break, whatever the weather. ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
Hello and a very good evening to you. So the weather has been pretty lovely for most of us today. However, as we go into the new week, it will be changeable. More showers come and go away, but it is going to stay mild for the time of year. Now tomorrow, we've still got those lovely southerly winds driving in that warm air, so temperatures above average for the time of year. But as the week goes on, areas of low pressure will be crossing us, bringing unsettled conditions and quite a few showers too, especially from Wednesday and Thursday onwards. So for tonight, though, it will be mostly dry with clear skies to begin with, and temperatures there between 8 and 10 degrees. However, overnight, 1 or 2 showers will develop, and that's going to take us into quite a showery start to the day tomorrow. Now, there will be some bright spells around, but 1 or 2 showers knocking around during the morning. There could be the odd heavy one, especially the further south that you are, but some drier and brighter spells in between. And as I say, temperatures not doing too badly either. We're looking at highs between 14 and 16 degrees, at 61 in Fahrenheit. And then as the week goes on, it is a mixture of sunny spells and scattered showers. Some of these could turn heavy, especially on Wednesday, on Thursday, but on the plus side, temperatures remaining well above average for the time of year. Have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.
ITV Local Weather, sponsored by Centre Parks.
Right, that's how it's looking so far this Sunday. Thank you so much for your company. We're back tomorrow in Daybreak. That starts at 6 o'clock. It'd be great if you can join us. We'll be here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.